Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. Starting off with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. We've now learned how many shots were fired in the deadly officer-involved shooting near Clark High School on Monday. Review Journal's James Schaefer has the latest.
Police-sworn body camera footage from Monday's fatal officer-involved shooting showed officers exchanging gunfire with 21-year-old Demetrius Roberts. Police were responding to a domestic dispute when Roberts shot at officers as they stepped out of their vehicles. The two responding officers fired a total of 19 times. Roberts fired a total of 9 times. Roberts' family was also close to the gunfire.
It was determined that Roberts took cover in front of a vehicle which was occupied by his mother and his 2-year-old son.
This is the 7th officer-involved shooting for the Metropolitan Police Department this year. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In health, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. An update on the effort to vaccinate Nevada against COVID. Governor Steve Sisolak says he's not considering a sweeping vaccine mandate like the one approved on Wednesday for Los Angeles.
I am not anticipating any more mandates, as you're talking about in LA. I want to commend, as I gave you the figures earlier, those in the state who are helping us get the vaccination rates up and the positivity rates down.
This comes after Clark County reached a significant milestone last week where more than 70% of residents 12 and older received at least one dose of the vaccine. Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. It's nice and pleasant right now with temps in the 80s. Within the next hour or so, the temps should drop to the 70s. Now let's take a look at your Friday. We may see some showers Friday morning. We're looking at a high of 76 degrees and low of 56, with winds at around 10 miles per hour. The temps should stay around the same for your weekend, with the sun making a return. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. An iconic rock and roll band is ready to return to the Las Vegas Strip. Review Journal's John Katzlamides has all the details.
ZZ Top, that little old band from Texas, is back on the Las Vegas Strip this weekend and next at Venetian Theatre. Billy F. Gibbons tells us that the band has been raging on the road with new bassist Elwood Francis, who has taken over for the legendary Dusty Hill, who died in July. Gibbons says we can expect some old stuff, some new stuff, and some stuff in between, and of course a customized version of Viva Las Vegas.
The Review Journal is owned by the family of Dr. Miriam Adelson, majority shareholder of Las Vegas Sands, which owns the Venetian. In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Highlighting new table games at the Global Gaming Expo, IGT unveiled its 65-inch curved display with its iconic games Mega Bucks and Wheel of Fortune. Aristocrat Gaming showed off its Neptune canopy that connects with other slot machines. And Smith's parent company Kroger is expected to hire 20,000 employees across the U.S. to fill retail, e-commerce, merchandising, and pharmacy positions. Kroger plans to host online and in-store interviews on October 13th. Job seekers can register through Kroger's website.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. Raiders rookie tackle Alex Leatherwood was taking snaps at right guard at practice on Thursday, with veteran Brendan Parker assuming Leatherwood's spot at right tackle. Moving Leatherwood inside takes advantage of his attributes as a run blocker while mitigating his struggles in pass protection.
And we're always looking for versatility when we're looking at offensive linemen in the draft. And the ability to play multiple positions, which someone like Alex has done, allows us to experiment somewhat. And especially when we have had the injuries that we have, that we'll continue to move guys around, and it's all about trying to find the 5 best on the field.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Dodgers are minus 155 favorites at the Westgate Superbook to win the National League Division Series over the rival Giants. who are plus 135 underdogs despite winning the NL West division over Los Angeles and having home field advantage in the series. The Dodgers and starter Walker Buehler are minus 115 favorites in Game 1 on Friday. San Francisco and starter Logan Webb are plus 105. In the other NLDS starting Friday, the Milwaukee Brewers are minus 145 favorites over the Atlanta Braves.
In your lifestyle news, the United Way of Southern Nevada's new CEO says he wants Las Vegas to be a preemptive collaborator. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour explains.
Gen President and CEO Julian High says he wants volunteers in every sector of the valley to provide any and every service available for all who need it. He says it's a tremendous responsibility to continue the long tradition of work that we've been doing to provide emergency services and critical assistance to people in times of need. They have deployed 2,600 volunteers in the last year, provided $4.1 million in emergency food and shelter program funding, and they've raised $2.4 million to provide food, shelter, and utility assistance.
Past experience in human resources roles and DEI roles showed him that it's better for an organization's bottom line to bring everyone in, and at the same time, it makes everyone feel included. To improve an organization, you have to bring disparate groups into the work that you do to create change.
He is also the first Black leader of the United Way of Southern Nevada. He, along with other leaders and myself, will be at Town Square tomorrow morning for the Day of Caring to kick off volunteer projects across the valley. Jen?
Thanks, Renee. And honoring a local hero, the city of Las Vegas named 98-year-old Onofrio Zicari its October Citizen of the Month. The World War II veteran received the Purple Heart from the U.S. Army this summer, 77 years after he was wounded during the D-Day invasion.
77 years is a long time, but the nation's infinite gratitude and symbol of honor for sacrifice has finally been bestowed on this deserving hero.
During the city council ceremony, Zicari joked he didn't know he had so many friends. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the Review Journal's YouTube channel for more great content. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here for more 7 at 7 tomorrow.
Review Journal Studio sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.